Alright, let's see if we can run this shit. Let's do this shit.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Come on.
Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 3.
Check, smash. Smash. Shot alert. Roll. No. Drop. Hey. Check that. 70s, give a look. Check. Crash. Street.
They'll try to run for it with
man.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss. And it brings up 4th down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Stop low, 18 cop. Mustang 19. Dragon 60.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw.
Oh, you gotta hold on to that, man. Fuck.
Incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
Oh, my God.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that screenplay. And a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On the ground, here's the 1st-round pick from April's draft. And he'll get about 5. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. To the left side, caught by Chase. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense
What's the
can't
challenge?
react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Oh, what do you get if you run the if you get the challenge?
3rd and 2. Here we go.
Oh, +1 speed? Shit.
From the shotgun, it's down.
Oh my God.
He'll go right and find his
Safety's too slow. Fuck.
and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His 1st NFL touchdown in his very 1st NFL game.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Okay, break. 60 Maverick. 60. Here we go. Cowboy 80.
to throw here to begin the drop. Flush to his right. Throwing right. It's taken in. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 Lion, 19 Tight, 19 Tight, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 79 Broncos.
He'll look to throw. Out to his right. Taking off.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. On the run to the right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
He's made his presence felt throughout this opening quarter. They better figure out a way to slow him down defensively. Otherwise, he's in store for a monster game.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. He'll step up and run. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Jets first down.
Come 19, come 19. 70, 70 Timber, Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Nolan Smith. He's got his first sack of the season here early in week 1. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Panther 60, Panther 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Still short of the first down, but he got a good chunk of yardage back with that one. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4.
19, 18. 18, 5 in. Warriors 70. Ready.
Throwing now from the gun. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter.
10 yards. Brings up 4th down.
The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with 4th down coming up.
Maverick, 60 Maverick. Back. 70 Lions. Go.
Back to throw. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Kill! 40, 47.
First down, Prescott moving outside the pocket. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds. Yeah, that's a nice job. He's out of the pocket. He knows he doesn't need all that much for a first down. He's able to tuck it, get out of bounds, and keep this drive alive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Line 8. Hey, kill. Here we go. Go to 54. Line 8.
Prescott. He'll find Case. That's complete. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Dak to throw. Rolling right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
We're going to 54 wide. Here we go, 46. 46.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And he will score. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, I think these guys are ready for week 1 to get started. I mean, we see teams kind of limp their way into the regular season, and they don't find their form until a couple weeks in. But they didn't play a ton in the preseason, but that's 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, and let's all say, what the heck does the preseason even mean?
It is good. Next the score, Cowboys 14, Jets nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Let's go. Come 19. 19, 18.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
35-yard line.
Go. Cougar 19. Mustang 19.
He'll drop to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, he'll throw, and that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there. And it works out as they convert on 4th down.
At the 49-yard line.
70 Lions. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos. Trap 60. Trap 60. Panther 11. Panther 11. Let's go.
They'll look to throw yet again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 18. Bronco 80. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to the air one more time. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this 1st half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. A gain of 21 as they get the conversion on fourth down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 9.
Let's go now.
Another run here for Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout. Talk things over before third down.
Okay, ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Get up. 70 Timberwolves.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back as we reach the 2-minute warning. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Yeah! Here we go. Here we go, 47. 26.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
46, 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
On first and 10, Prescott. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a...
This is intercepted. Picked off by Azarie Thomas. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So, not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close.
60 by Panther 60. Panther 60. Nineteen tight. 19 tight. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready, ready?
And he's going to be taken down back at the for Dallas. It's their second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock.
Let's go now. Ready?
That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Jets get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Prescott on first down. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Cowboy first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
On second down, it's Dak. He'll air it out down the middle. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. They'll throw again. Dak. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Second down. Prescott.
35-yard line.
He keeps it himself. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
7 yards.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
Third and short. Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage And that's it.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
70 tips, take off.
They'll go again with Robinson. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Quentin Williams there to make the play.
Third and 8.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Gain of 27 yards.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
First down.
Ready? Ready, ready?
The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Crazy. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Back-to-back targets, back-to-back completions. That one for 16 and the first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Come on, come on. Cowboy and Crackle.
And here's Bijan. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Ready, set.
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Here we go, set.
RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
3 brings up 3rd and 2.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
A shotgun snap, and they'll pivot to Robinson. And the Jets going to be set up with 1st and goal. They're able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for 1st and goal.
Two. Ready.
Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Smash, smash. Let's Crackle 80. 70 Lions. Hurt, hurt. Ready.
They'll run it here with Robinson. And he'll take this one in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, New York. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. McLeod now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go, 40 seconds. Here we go. Here we go, 48. 46.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's brought down at the 31.
From 31, here's 2nd and 7.
And 7.
48. Here we go, 47. 46.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. Moving to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That's a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go. 40. Kill, kill. 26.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
4th down.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll run with Robinson, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one, and the Jets have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
A give, and here comes Robinson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Ready.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Robinson. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down.
10. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Let go.
They'll begin the 4th by giving it to Robinson.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This is fielded inside the 5. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
We're going to 54.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Hey, Phil. 26.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
They'll stay on the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go, 46.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Here's Dak to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
It's a gain of 6.
Kill.
First down, Dallas.
47. All right, kill.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's taken down.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
Hey, kill! Here we go, go to 54, go to 20.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to go forward. Gonna get to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Jets' 24-yard line.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Yeah! Wide, we're going to 54, wide.
Now Prescott. Flush to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go. Hey, 40. Wide. 26.
Prescott now. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Cowboys, first down.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. This one going to be sniffed out, thrown up in the backfield. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. To the air again. Prescott. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Yeah, here we go. I take one.
On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
A gain of 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Yeah, here we go. I take one.
That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a 1-score game, but a little more breathing room now. back out is Brandon Aubrey. At the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Robinson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down. Robinson. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll drop to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now, faking the give. That's right side, and caught by Taylor. He's going to be out of bounds, gain of just a couple, and now we've got 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Trap 50, trap 60. Go. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one, hauled in, it's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the 1st down and preserve that final timeout.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard
He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game.
17. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10.
Yeah. There we go.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the 1st down and preserve that final timeout.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Dak can throw it here on 1st down. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
Here's first down.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready. Ready, ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out left. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Savon Revel.
First down 10 at their own 47-yard line.
We're going to 54. Wide in. Wide in. 26.
And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
And the Cowboy first down.
And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.